Say bye-bye to FOMO, the fear of missing out, by downloading the KBC Online app that gives you access to everything you love. Get the latest news, sports, music, entertainment news, live TV, live radio, and so much more at the palm of your hands. To get the app, simply search KBC Mobile Digital app in your Google Play or App Store and download the app. Catch what you want, anytime, anywhere. Stay connected. Stay ahead with KBC Mobile Digital app.
Basi yule ambaye atautumia ulimi wake kwa mambo ya kheri, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala atampa manufaa katika dunia na kesho akhira.
Mwenye kusoma Ayatul Kursi kila baada ya swala ambapo kwamba ni ya faradhi, hakuna kinachomzuia yeye kuingia janna isipokuwa kifo.
You're just in time for Channel 1 Lunchtime News on this first day of November, where former Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki has taken his new oath of office as Kenya's Deputy President. Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Bentro Njue. Lucy Maura is my colleague who is handling the sign language interpretation. I just mentioned Professor Kithure Kindiki has just been sworn in with a clarion call to unite the country and the Republic of Kenya. Let's take the first story, and this is after the High Court. Let me take that again. Professor Kithure Kindiki has finally been sworn in as the third Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And this is after the High Court yesterday lifted the conservatory orders barring the swearing in. After the oath of office, the soft-spoken professor pledged his loyalty to the president. President William Ruto called on all leaders to serve all Kenyans equally and not communities or regions.
I, Kithure Kindiki,
do swear
that
I will always truly and diligently serve the people of Kenya and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, that I will diligently discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said office to the best of my judgment, that I will at all times when so required faithfully and truly give my counsel and advice to the President of the Republic of Kenya, that I will do justice to all without fear
to all without fear,
favor, affection, or ill will, and that I will not directly or indirectly reveal such matters as shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my duties and committed to my secrecy. So help me God.
His Excellency the President is handing over the Constitution to His Excellency the Deputy President. Thank you.
Abraham is also a patriot whose dedication to cohesion, national unity, and inclusivity is beyond reproach. I expect you to embark on your duties with dispatch and zeal. I wish you success as you begin your service in the high office you have assumed today.
This is a moment, a great moment, for us to retrace our steps, get together, have a unity of purpose, have the resolve and the will, and to focus so that we can deliver for the Kenyan people as they requested us to do when they cast their vote 2 years ago.
I will be loyal and faithful. I will try the best of my ability to work hard together with the other colleagues to lighten the burden that you carry on your shoulders, Your Excellency.
Tusimame, tushangilie. As patriots of this country, this is a song we can all participate. Mimi ni Mkenya daima.
Very well, and still on the new DP Kithure Kindiki, we now cross over to Moyale, where my colleague Abdi Aziz Hashim has been keeping tabs with the reactions of residents there. Let's first of all cross over to Moyale. This is something that he had lined up a little bit earlier on.
Sisi nafurahi sana. Kindiki ni kijana kidogo mazuri. Mzee kwanza ajui kazi kama rizeka, hata kama mzee natoa kwa kazi ni mazuri sana. Kindiki sisi nafurahi sana. Nashukuru Mungu Kindiki apate kitu.
Unamkaribisha huku Moyale?
Na biga na guruma leo kama gari nyingine.
Hiyo ni kusaliwa tu hapa watu wa hapa. Shida yetu bana Kindiki, tutengeneze maneno ya hilo, tufungulie, tuachilie watu wetu umemia hapo, mali ya kutafuta chakula ni hapo, tuachilie hapo. Muni yangu ni hiyo. Hata ile imepata wasili saa hii, wasili wa salama mudafadi, tuangalie, tutengeneze hiyo maneno ya hapo. Tumeumia zaidi. Watu nashika hapa na vikaveni bete na bese mingi. Tuachilie watu wetu tutafute hapo chakula.
Hatuna shida yoyote na Kindiki kuchukua hiyo kiti. Tumeshukuru serikali ya Kenya, wananchi wote, na tumefurahi sana. Atangazwe mara moja, aanze kazi kama zamani.
Ungependa sasa akichukua hiyo usukani kama naibu rais akikuja hapa Moyale asaidie katika sekta gani?
Kuhusu hilo, hata wakati ilikuwa shida kidogo amekuja huko, ametusaidia sana. Asaiz mara moja hiyo ifunguliwe, wananchi wafaidika na hiyo mining site.
Nimefurahia Kindiki kuchukua hii usukani. Nimependelea sana. Hii usukani ilipata mtu ya kufaa. Unaona? Nataka akikuja arembeshe hii Moyale. Hii ni kwanza ni boda. Unaona? Najua huyu jamani mtu wa nguvu. Akishika kitu hata mahali alikuwa, tumefurahia sana. Tumeona akitembea, hatujaona mtu kama yeye. Unaona? Tumefurahia sana. tunataka akuje arembeshe hii town.
Kenya ni moja, sisi ni wadugu, tujenge kama mbeleni, tuendelee hivyo. Sio kubishana juu ya deputy. Wakati deputy ile zamani sio mzuri, kutolewa sio mbaya. Shuffling sio mbaya. Lakini kwa shuffling ambaye ile kiongozi ambaye analeta ile ubora, ile tunaleta tofauti, ndio tunataka hivyo. Kama ndivyo hatuna shida.
Very well, from Moyale border to the sandy beaches of Mombasa, where my colleague Ann Mboro has been keeping tabs with some of the reactions of residents there. Let's first of all cross over to Mombasa.
Good afternoon to you, to Ben Troy Njue, back again at Broadcasting House, and we're coming live to you once again from the streets of Mombasa, like we have been doing since morning. We're trying to get opinions of the residents of Mombasa just to tell us how they feel about the swearing in that just happened around 10 a.m., where we have seen the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki being sworn in at the KICC. And right now I'll again be joined by the residents of Mombasa just to tell me their sentiments about the whole swearing in and what they think the Deputy President Kindiki Kithure will do for Kenyans. Karibu sana, utaanza na majina yako tu alafu utanieleza labda umeonea wapi swearing in hii ya Deputy President Kindiki Kithure na maoni yako ni yapi yeye kuwa sworn in as the new Deputy President?
Safi kabisa. Kwanza kabisa mimi ni mchanjawizi wa maswala fulani na jina langu ni Babu la Kinubi ndani ya vipindi maalum za KBC. Moja kwa moja, furaha na nderemo ambayo tuko nayo ni furaha tele kabisa. Unajua sisi tumekaa tunaangalia, tunahitaji viongozi wachapa kazi, na viongozi ambao wanachapa kazi ndio tunawahitaji. Hatutaki viongozi ambao uko ndani ya serikali na uko wewe hautendi kazi, hapo unatuleti down. Hapo sasa mahali ambapo rais amekaa akawaza mawazo mengi na akaangalia, hapa mahali nilipo nataka kutafuta mtu mwingine ambaye anaweza kunisaidia kazi. Hata kama mimi siko, lakini kazi yafanywa. Moja kwa moja rais akaona acha mimi nimpumzishe yule mwenzangu. Yule mwenzangu acha nimchukue mwingine nione mabadiliko. Chaguliwa huyo ni mchapa kazi, kuanzia mwanzo tunamwangalia kazi zake mpaka leo rais amemweka hapo. Tunamwambia rais, umepata mtu au hujapata mtu wa kucheza na kazi. Nataraji nchi yetu itainuka hivi sasa, na nahitaji watu wafanye kazi, kiongozi wetu afanye kazi kwa bidii, na amepata mtu mwenye bidii. Moja kwa moja tunamwambia heko rais, hoke makamu wa rais, mgeni tunakukaribisha ndani ya Kenya yetu. Kenya yahitaji wachapa kazi. Yangu ndio hayo tu kupitia KBC Radio.
Asante sana. Maybe you could also have someone else tell us what they think about the swearing in of the Deputy Vice President. Maybe you could tell us how you feel about it.
Ni kwamba kuapishwa kwa Deputy President leo ni furaha kwa Wakenya na wengine hawana furaha, kwa sababu panapofuta ni kufute, kuna washinda mwenye kushindwa. Ile ningetaka kuzungumzia kwanza zaidi ni uwiano wa Wakenya sisi wenyewe. Kitu ya kwanza, bila kusema matarajio, ningeomba Wakenya wote wawe na amani, tushikamane, tuendeze taifa mbele kwanza. Ya pili, ningeomba the incoming Deputy President to create a neighboring working environment between him and the President. Wafanye kazi pamoja, being the principal assistant wa the President. Kusiwe, manake tumeona hii kiti ni kama inaraana. Ya kwanza tumeona ambaye the sitting president walikuwa wako na shinda na returned president. Kwa hivyo ile kitu tunaomba, hatutaki kuonekana namna ile. Sisi wa Kenya tunataka kazi ifanyike. Ya pili, Sasa kuna shinda kama ya watoto shuleni. Kuna shinda ingine hapa ya hospitali. Kenya imejaa shinda tupu. Kwa hivyo tukiwa wa Kenya, ile kitu tunaomba ndio ile shinda ziweze kuisha. Kukiwa na environment nzuri ya kufanya kazi pamoja, wakiwa wanaelewanwa, wa Kenya watapata kupata manufaa na kupata amani na kuona na kupata ajira. Sasa hii tunaona kama hakuna ajira, hakuna lolote katika taifa letu. Na hiyo ajira imekosa kwa sababu wanapopigana fahari wawili, nyasi ndio huumia. Kwa hivyo ile kitu tunaomba ni kwamba the incoming deputy president akishikane na rais wafanye kazi vizuri. Ya tatu ni kusema outgoing deputy president alikuwa anafanya kazi vizuri. He was able to work. Hiyo mahali alikuwa amekaa hapa alikuwa pasuri na alikuwa anaweza ile kazi. Lakini incoming deputy president is more competent to do that job, being a lawyer. Yeye inaonekana anaweza fanya kazi vizuri. Kwa hivyo wafanye kazi vizuri, na yule anayeondoka hatutaki furumai katika Kenya. Ningetaka kuzungumzia mlima pia. Watu wa mlima wasiwe na mgawanyiko. Manake yule ameondoka ametoka mlima na yule ameingia anatoka mlima. Na mlima ukishikana, taifa la Kenya linakuwa na amani. Kwa hivyo ningeomba mlima ushikane, tuwe na amani katika taifa letu, na Wakenya wote waungane pamoja ndio tuweze kunufaisha na kustawisha taifa letu.
As you've heard from the horse's mouth, Njue, the residents of Mombasa are happy that the deputy president has been sworn in today, and they're looking forward to better things in the future. Back to you in studio, Njue.
Thank you, Ann Boru, live from the coastal city of Mombasa. And you've heard it from some of the Kenyans that have been able to voice their concerns or even give their input in regards to the swearing in. And that report takes us to our first break at about 17 minutes past the top of the hour. We are due for our first break. We'll be right back with more news.
This festive, it's time to go big, go loud, and go make it merry with GoTV. Make it go! From match days and movie days to local stories, big little adventures,
really,
and all-round festive vibes. GoTV brings the joy anytime, anywhere. So don't just celebrate, make it merry. Get festive with GoTV.
Are you a holder of unclaimed financial assets? All holders are notified to report and surrender unclaimed financial assets to the Unclaimed Financial Assets Authority, UFAA, on or before November 1st, 2024. It is now easier to report and surrender. Visit www.ufaa.go.ke and get started to beat the November 1st deadline. It's your turn. Report and surrender today. Please note that failure to report and surrender qualifying unclaimed financial assets attract penalties and sanctions in line with Section 33 of the UFA Act 2011. UFAA. Receive, safeguard, reunite.
Madam hapo na bwana yake huwa wanafanya mambo ingine ya kushangaza.
Mambo gani? Hebu eleza koti.
Nyamaza niendelee.
Endelea, usitupotezee wakati.
Unajua nibadilisha mtoto, au unataka kuniaccuse kuna shida niko nayo?
Pole pole tu.
Mimi alisema alikuja kwa hospitali yako akamwambia wewe mimi amgetaka kijana, lakini sababu mimi alikuwa amefanyiwa scan akabata mimi atabata msijana na ningetaka kijana, wewe akanimwambia hakuna problem, wewe ataorganize. Wacha kuruka mimi. Jen,
mimi si nakuruka na mwana.
Jen, wacha kuruka mimi.
Wacha uongo.
Umesema ni kitu inaendeleanga katika hiyo hospitali.
Si ndio na wewe si ndio unafanyanga?
Mimi.
Si ndio? Nani mwingine anafanyanga? Sasa mama, hawa watafungwa.
Hiyo si kazi yako.
Oh, it's not your job.
Ona nimefika mwisho, sitaweza tena, kumbe msaada wangu upo.
Today we want to talk about leadership, especially among the young people.
I feel like there's usually a gap in terms of trying to define leadership.
most people would think leadership is limited to political leadership.
Most of these maybe opportunities, for you to access them, you must have some kind of maybe resources, which I think most of the young people don't have.
I feel like at some point we are very dependent on waiting for the older generation to come and help us rise. But are we passionate about something?
People are not resilient because maybe of the challenges that they face. When they look at their backgrounds, they say, oh, I'm just meant to be at a particular place. So people have to move out, to step out.
The youth, it's time for us to actually rise up and build a place where we reach to a place where we can actually do things for ourselves.
I
think we should hire more security guards.
Where are you going?
I need to start living my life and not my dad's.
What do you do in this office? You don't have your own? Who or what exactly are you looking for?
Mimi unakemea?
Umeonana na hii familia ya Njuguna?
Tujaonana nao.
Kwani bosi uniamini? Trust is for the weak. Something is up.
Is Ruth safe?
She might do something stupid.
Wakili, what is going on?
Welcome back and many thanks for keeping it KBC Channel 1. Moving on, do you know that Kenya has had 12 deputy presidents previously referred to as vice president prior to the 2010 Constitution of Kenya? From Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who was the maiden vice president, to now Professor Kithure Kindiki. We take a walk down memory lane of history to check out the country's principal assistants to the head of state.
Kenya gained independence in 1963. The country's founding father, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, ascended to the highest office on the land. Deputizing him was none other than Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, making him the first vice president of the Republic of Kenya. Born in the year 1911, Odinga assumed office in 1964 and went on to serve for 1 year, 123 days under the KANU banner. He left office on 14th April 1966, giving rise to opposition politics in Kenya. Succeeding Odinga under a KANU ticket was Joseph Murumbi, also born in 1911. Murumbi assumed office on 3rd of May 1966. Unlike his predecessor, Murumbi served as the principal assistant to Mzee Jomo Kenyatta for only 120 days, leaving office on 30th of November 1966. This paved way for the third Vice President, Daniel Arap Moi. Born in 1924, he is the country's longest-serving Vice President, having stayed in the office he assumed on 5th January 1967 for a record 11 years, 299 days. A KANU lifetime member, Moi was sworn in as the Commander-in-Chief on 14th October 1978, about 2 months after the death of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. President Moi appointed Mwai Kibaki as his Vice President, assuming office on 14th October 1978. Kibaki, born in 1931, would remain as the second in command for 9 years, 160 days under the ruling party KANU. Jasfat Karanja will then take over from Kibaki on 24th March 1988. But a year, 38 days later, Karanja, who was facing a vote of no confidence in Parliament, resigned. Then came George Saitoti, who ascended to the office on 1st of May 1989 and remained there for 8 years, 252 days before being stripped of his powers. As if luck was on his side, Saitoti was once again reappointed Vice President on 3rd April 1999. He served for another 3 years, 149 days, after which he left the office on 30th of August 2002. On 4th November 2002, Saitoti was succeeded by Musalia Mudavadi, who went on to make history as the shortest-serving vice president, having occupied the office for only 60 days. Mudavadi's tenure ended with the Moi era on 3rd January 2003. The country had a new ruling party NAC in Commander-in-Chief Mwai Kibaki, and he picked Michael Kijana Wamalwa as the second in command. Wamalwa died August 2003 after 232 days in office. 25th September 2003 saw the appointment of Moody Awori as Vice President. Awori, born in 1928, served for 4 years, 106 days under NAC PNU ticket before his tenure ended on the 9th of January 2008. Then came in Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who was appointed on the 9th of January 2008 under the coalition government and spent 5 years, 90 days in the seat, making him the last vice president to have served prior to the 2010 constitution. The new law saw the change from vice president to deputy president, and the position was for the person nominated as the running mate for the presidential candidate. Consequently, on the 9th of April 2002, President William Ruto took oath of office. Under the ruling Jubilee Party, Ruto deputized former President Uhuru Kenyatta for 9 years, 157 days. Similarly, on 13th September 2022, Rigathi Gachagua, who was William Ruto's running mate, was sworn in. 2 years and 36 days later, he was impeached by Parliament, and the court upheld the decision. This paved way for Professor Kithure Kindiki, previously the Interior Cabinet Secretary, whose nomination for the post by President William Ruto was endorsed by Parliament, making him Kenya's second in command.
After that walk down memory lane, if you missed today's event, these are memorable moments during the new Deputy President Kithure Kindiki swearing in. Take a look. And away from the swearing in, cotton farmers in Homa Bay County are urging the national government to enhance its support by providing more BT cotton seeds to help meet their production targets. The county currently cultivates 6,600 acres of BT cotton and 5,800 acres of conventional cotton, where farmers fall short of their desired acreage goals. Judith Ombok, the County Chief Officer for Agriculture, has emphasized the importance of increasing seed availability to support local farmers in overcoming production challenges and maximizing their output.
As we speak, the county government has managed to put 6,600 acres under BT cotton seeds and another 5,800 acres conventional variety. Like you said, BT cotton seed is a bit expensive, so it's not readily available to our farmers. So we are trying to support farmers with the help of the national government and other stakeholders to ensure that our farmers have sufficient BT cotton seeds to plant.
From Homa Bay to Embu County, where young professionals in the county have launched an organization which aims at creating networks within their circles that will help them seize available opportunities and address emerging challenges within their professions. The Embu Young Professionals Network also aims to bring together young, skilled and ambitious individuals across various sectors to foster collaboration, professional development, mentorship and leadership. Various successful personalities under the age of 40 were also recognized after nomination and online voting during the launch.
The thought behind Embu Professionals is having really a platform where we can share our ideas, one, two, where we can do, because we have that potential, rather than waste our potential in other things, we would wish to waste our potential in building the nation.
And health stakeholders in Migori County have started education campaigns to raise awareness on family planning among the youth and adolescents in the county. According to the health stakeholders led by Irene Oyuga, a health practitioner at Midoti Health Facility in Suna East Sub-County, the introduction of integrated family planning services has enabled health providers to guide the youth and adolescents on safe family planning methods that have heavily reduced maternal deaths among teenage girls in the region.
There was increased number of adolescent pregnancies and school dropout. And also there were myths and misconceptions about family planning services. Most parents thought that these family planning services could endanger the lives of their young ones, and therefore in future they could not get pregnancy. So with the education to the community and also engaging the adolescents and the youths in services and in educating them, grouping them, they're able to realize that they can as well use these methods. They are methods that are safe and are scientifically proven, so they cannot interfere with their future reproductive health.
In other news, the Hindu community in Busia County has hailed the government for heeding their call to consider recognizing Diwali as a national holiday. Speaking in Busia County and Busia Town while leading the Hindu community in marking the Diwali celebrations, Tejendra Vagela, a businessman in the area, said the consideration will aid in promoting cultural diversity and foster inclusivity. The community marked the two-day festival of lights by lighting fireworks.
Asian community also is a part of the Kenyans, and we would like to thank His Excellency President also, because they are recognizing Asian community, and he has promised next Diwali he is going to announce public holiday.
Yo governor yetu amesaidia sana sisi, also business amesaidia ku improve, and president yetu pia amekubali kupatia sisi holiday ya Diwali, so we are appreciate.
Moving on, the Seed Trade Association of Kenya is targeting to expand collaborations with policymakers in a bid to help Kenya attain seed security and fortify the country's food security efforts. The association chairman, Wellington Wasike, said efforts are being taken to ensure farmers have access to climate-smart seed varieties to enhance resilience to vagaries of the weather.
According to the Seed Trade Association of Kenya, STARK, the country currently has sufficient seed stock for the upcoming planting season after seed companies recorded sufficient harvest which have been certified by the Kenya Plant Health Inspectorate Services.
We have done enough seed production that we've just harvested, supported by KEFIs who have certified a lot of that seed. So farmers are being called upon to stock up, to purchase in good time for the season.
STARK chairman says despite efforts by the industry to produce certified quality seeds, the industry is still grappling with issues of fake seeds which continue to hurt the country's food security efforts. At the upcoming 12th Annual Seed Trade Association of Kenya Congress and Expo, this is among challenges the industry will address.
We want to encourage our farmers that please, when you go out there to purchase seed from what we call an accredited agrovet, an accredited dealer. Avoid purchasing seed from people who come with briefcases and purport to be agro dealers.
Amid climate change, which continues to affect crop production in the country due to over-reliance on rain-fed agriculture, STARK will also be championing for ways to avail climate-smart seed varieties to farmers.
The guys who manufacture those sticker labels, and we should have conversation around how do we even make it more tighter, how do we even make it more beneficial to the farmer in terms of protecting the integrity of the seed.
Wasike says the two-day conference, bringing together more than 100 seed companies from November 6th, will also discuss various policies affecting seed trade in Kenya, cross-border seed trade, and financial mechanisms to ensure access of seeds to farmers.
In sports, the national women's soccer team Harambee Starlets are back in the country from Antalya, Turkey, where they competed in the Pink Ladies Cup tournament. The team arrived this morning having at least collected 3 points following their 4-1 win over Russia. They kicked off their campaign against Chinese Taipei, where they lost by a solitary goal before Russia beat them 4-0. Speaking on behalf of the team, defender Ruth Ngosi and Elizabeth Wambui say they were looking forward to more build-up tournaments to sharpen their skills.
Kwa ya good exposure especially kwa players kama sisi Harambee Starlets, tumekuwa away for long, but at least wameleta hii Turkish Pink tournament, tumekuwa pamoja na tumeona penye tuko.
We want to go to the World Cup. So the more we get these opportunities to play, the more we become better. So we are saying thank you once again for that opportunity. It was a good exposure.
Further afield, top seed Carlos Alcaraz was defeated in the third round of the Paris Masters tournament by French #1 Hugo Hubert in 3 sets of 6-1, 3-6 and 7-5 as the home favourite booked a place in the quarterfinals, where he will take on Australia's Jordan Thompson for a place in the semi-finals. Elsewhere, Alex de Minaur defeated British #1 Jack Draper in straight sets of 5-7, 6-2, 6-4 and is set to face Holger Rune in the last 8.
Oh yes, some venom in that one. That's too good.
Very well, and on that sporting action, we wrap up KBC Lunchtime News on a day that was characterized by the swearing-in of Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki as the new Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, a day that has had pomp and color, with him pledging that he will, of course, be the principal assistant to the head of state and also will actualize the government's agenda. That is why my name is Njue. Lucy Mwaura was a sign language interpreter for this live newscast. I leave you with the pictures, sights and sound of the auspicious occasion of the new Deputy President, Kithure Kindiki. Have a good one.